because Nate was able to get by him. So he was probably,
So Nate was trying to end the conversation and leave.
he was
That's
probably,
good.
he was probably right here, and he said, he just kind of went down on his, and just crossed his legs and went down.
Okay. So somebody up here called us or pushed a panic button or something?
Yep.
Who was that?
Lisa, the one that just walked in.
Okay, and what was her, I guess why'd she do that?
Why, because Lisa and Tara could hear him making a lot of noise and ruckusing. He was
Sure.
kind of arguing with Nate. And
Okay. And obviously, I guess who or at what point had he been asked to leave?
I think Nate told him to leave. He's like, you don't have court today, you can leave. And then,
And Nate made it sound like he kept trying to end the conversation and he was following down there.
Nate actually went down the staircase, and then I went back into our office because I was kind of standing like where you were, just kind of, I wasn't saying nothing. It's like, you know when he's gonna flip on you. And
Sure.
I walked back into my office, and then he's like, I got court today, I was supposed to be here.
After
and
being told, you don't have court today, you can go?
Nate told him.
Unreasonable?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I was standing in my office, and he said, I said, Mr. Decker, I said, I believe you were excused, or you asked to have your court rescheduled, and I said, I believe, because he said, if you tell me I don't have court, he goes, I'll just leave. So that's when I said, I believe you did have court, you were excused, so you didn't need to be here today.
And he left?
That's when he went down the back staircase.
Oh, okay.
And that was, I mean, we could hear a lot of noise in the staircase.
Sure. Sorry for that noise, that was unfortunate that it
That's
had
right.
to happen that way.
And somehow
Okay.
he got out of his jacket and his hat, so.
Yeah, he kind of just dropped those things. Is it okay if we just chat with her? I just want to see if she has any other details that I can document. I appreciate it. You said it was Lisa?
Lisa, yeah.
Are you Lisa? Hi, Lisa. So I kind of already spoke with Nate, and we were just looking for any other details about recollection of events, things that happened as far as Mr. Decker's behavior and what got you guys to. I understand that you either called or pushed a button or something.
I initially called down to Renee's office because Mr. Decker had mentioned that there were a couple of cops downstairs. So I thought, well, I could call her,
Sure.
have her send you guys
Oh,
up
right,
here.
right.
There was no answer, and then I pushed my button, and Tara had also then contacted the patrol lieutenant to let them know that I pushed the button.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay, and then as far as his behavior, I kind of got a couple versions of it already, but can you kind of walk me through what happened with Mr. Decker leading up to that call or that request for us to be here?
sure, he came in our office and asked to see the city attorney, but he kept pointing and looking over at Tara's office. And I said, what city attorney did you want to see? And he said, the city attorney. And I said, well, Anne was on a phone call at the time. I said, she's on a phone call. And he said that he was here for court. He didn't know if he had court. And then he mentioned that there were police downstairs and that I was probably going to get arrested today. And then he walked out the door and he mumbled something. I didn't hear what he said. And then I saw that he walked into the mayor's office and I assumed he was going to talk with Nate.
Okay.
And that was,
And
he never
then after he walked into the mayor's office, that's when it picked up where
Yeah.
Nate tried to end the conversation. They walked out and he sat down.
Yeah, and I was already
Or laid
standing
down.
in the office. I was already in by Nate.
Okay.
'Cause he was up talking to another defendant on the phone, and I went in there. I don't know why. I wanted to talk to him about something before court, and I walked in there,
Yeah.
and while I was waiting for Nate, he came in and he sat down in the chair there, and I just stood in Nate's doorway, and Nate told him he was excused from pre-trial and he didn't need to be there.
And then after that, he came back in here and you had to
No,
retell
no,
him
he didn't
that?
come
Okay.
back in our office at all. Then he stayed out in the hallway and for a while then.
Okay. Was there anybody else up here other than staff as far as citizens coming or going or other people?
Not that I've seen,
Okay.
no.
Did anybody else in any of the other offices down the way hear anything that was going on or ask you guys if everyone was okay or anything like that? Okay, so it's kind of localized to the mayor's office in here?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
Cool. We will grab his belongings and then get out of here. I let Nate know, just in case he doesn't relay the message. If Mr. Decker's floating around, long story short, there's been a lot of concerning behavior, not just here, but at the sheriff's office, at the police department,
Yep.
other places, schools, Boys and Girls Club, things like that. If he's here, even if he's being decent, we we know that that can change very quickly.
Yeah.
So if you guys are concerned, you can certainly call and put it on our radar that he's here. We have no problem being nearby, just in case something does go sideways. At the end of the day, there's no excuse for a lot of the behavior that he displays and the way he treats a lot of people. So again, if you guys feel we need to be called for anything, please call.
Right.
Thanks for your time, guys.
Sure, you're welcome.
Thank you. The mayor's office here, please.